great day.
Oh, that was so good, that beach. Oh,
The water's absolutely brilliant. I don't want to go home, eh?
I know.
Yeah, it's been such a great time.
And I'll tell you what, if we go home to any dramas with Jeff and David...
I really hope it's all settled down, because those two are just driving us nuts.
I know.
So I hope they've sorted out their differences.
We've just got to restore calm to the family. I thought after the wedding, you know...
Bring us all together again,
Yep.
and everyone just like, you know...
But we've been gone, who knows what's gone down.
Oh, let's just pray, mate. Let's just pray it's all going to be good.
I know.
Anyway.
You know, they've just got to learn to get along and, you know, we just want to enjoy the rest of our honeymoon and go home and to a united family.
Exactly.
That's all we want.
Happy, united family.
Yeah. All right, let's aim for that.
Uncle Jeff, where is he? Uncle Jeff? Uncle Jeff?
Yeah.
Is anyone here? Excuse me,
Who are you?
I'm looking for my uncle,
What's your name?
Sebastian Robinson.
Oh,
You are?
Sebastian. Michael Danks. How are
Okay.
you? I meant to call you actually. I'm glad you're here. Come have a seat for a second.
Well, what's up? Is anything? I cannot find my uncle anywhere. What's been happening? And there's a police car outside.
Yeah, he's alright. He's alright. He's upstairs. Actually, this house is under investigation for money laundering from Uncle Jeff.
What?
I'm glad. Anyway, beside the point, I'm glad you're here. I have a couple of questions for you.
So is my uncle here?
He's upstairs. You'll be able to see him
Is
very
he?
shortly. Yeah. Penelope was your mother, right?
Yeah, Penelope Kili. But what is it about? I mean,
I'll
the
tell
money
you.
laundering, but for what?
Just hold on a second. Do you recall Penelope was involved in charity work connected to Purple Grove? We're talking about 15, 20 years
Oh,
back.
no, more than that. Yes, she was. I think Uncle Jeff helped her out to create this charity fund. Yeah.
Do you have any paperwork on that? Did she leave anything that you can pass on to us?
Probably my dad would know, or Auntie Claire. Yeah, but I don't know what is that to do with anything.
It's got everything to do with it. We need those paperwork, so if you can have them, that would be great. If you're willing to help. If you're not willing to help, we can subpoena you and send you to court and you gotta answer.
I don't know. I
questions
just
there.
want. I think I need to see my uncle.
Well, your uncle can't speak to you now. He's upstairs with the police. And if you have to see him, you will see him in his hotel later on.
As I believe that it's on hold now.
Well,
We cannot do anything with the
no, you
property.
can't, and you'll receive a letter from the court to tell you that formally that you can't do anything with it. Some of this information is going to be sealed by the police today. So this is my card. There's all my details on it, and the email. Send them to this email so I can look at it.
Your name sounds familiar. Are you the Michael you've been working with the family for many years?
Yeah, I remember you. I remember you as well. Yeah, I have been working for your family for a very long time. Yes.
I thought you were my uncle's left arm. Confident.
That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
And you worked recently on the suspicion of my mother, was not dead from natural causes.
No, she didn't. She wasn't dead from natural causes. As you know, David was involved with that.
Then Patricia Parkinson.
And
yeah.
Patricia as well, yes, yes.
So, well,
That's a long time ago now. I moved on. I am the sheriff of this area. I didn't want to be assigned to this mission, to be honest with you. They insisted because of my knowledge of the family. It's such a complicated family, as you know.
Yeah, and recently we lost my auntie.
Yes, Elvira. God bless her soul. She was a good person.
So what's going to happen with Purple Grove?
This is for the family to deal with, Sebastian. I think David will have to take over for the time being. Nothing can be moved or shifted or sold or buy. Everything will remain the same until further notice.
And my uncle, where is he to be seen?
Speak to David. I think David will know exactly where he is.
Okay.
Last I spoke to, when I spoke to him last time, he was at a hotel in the city. He was can't access this property.
It's going to disturb tremendously the business. I don't know what.
Like I said, that's a family business, so I'm not involved with that. I'm investigating a particular issue, and we're gathering a lot of information on that. And we'll see. If he's not guilty, he will come back to his chair and operate the business. If he's guilty, it's for you guys to deal with that.
Lovely, Janet. Here, I mean, nice to find out you back to Sydney after so many years, and thanks to Auntie Claire. It's nice. I haven't mentioned anything yet to Deb because she's yet to visit you also. I suppose I just wanted to have a chat with you as you were the last person who saw Mem alive, and thank you again for the time you spent looking after her. I suppose what I'm looking for is to know, how was she?
Well, you know, when
Was she in pain?
No, she wasn't very lucid when she was trying to communicate with me. She, in such a short time, but you know, she was in very good spirits, and I held up my fingers. She was able to count my fingers.
Oh, really?
And yes, and I asked her what she could see.
Uncle
And-
Jeff said she came out twice of the coma, so that was the first
Yes,
time.
that was the first time. And then the second time, she actually wanted to write down something on a piece of paper, which when she gave it to me, I just couldn't open it because it wasn't my place. So
Was it the document she asked you to give to the pass on to the
Yes.
solicitor?
Yes, it was. It was the document, yes. And
I don't know where it is because we read the codicil, we read a will. There's no sign of this note yet.
no, well, it was very personal, only for not for me to open or look at. So.
And did she say anything about me? When she came out of the coma?
Just that she loved you both, and that she was just so grateful for all your care and attention. She just wanted to put across that she just deeply loved you very much, both of you.
In touching you, it's like, you know, I feel Mem through you.
Yes, of course you would.
It was such a...
She had a
Okay.
very strong spirit.
Okay, so should I tell Deb? Deb, it was very emotional, obviously, with the passing of Mem. And me, you know, I was sent to France to look after the hotel. That's the hotels, but it's Deb who spent all the time. As you may remember, she was coming most of the time. So I will tell her that you're
I
back
think
in
so.
town and
Yes, of
how much
course.
Mem loved her.
Of course, please do, yes.
Didn't mind her sleep.
I thought so. She kept coming to me in my dreams and saying just that.
Well, she's right, you know that. It came to my knowledge not long ago that actually Olivia is behind that. I wish I can tell you, I'm not 100% sure about that. But Olivia is behind it. This is something I'm working on. I will get to the bottom of that.
But you're representing her?
Not. Actually, I am distancing myself from her slowly. But I want this to stay between us. I don't want you to say a word to anybody about this, but I thought you should know that. You have to be strong and keep everything bottled in. Don't say a word to anybody. Can I rely on you?
Oh, God, it's so good to be back.
I know.
Oh, come here. God. Oh, you know what? It's such a good time.
I know.
I feel so refreshed, and you know, it's the best thing is feeling that I've really been accepted. You know, and everyone now know I'm Nina's son and all that. So it's feeling really good. And I'm really excited about getting back into work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really pumped. So I think it's going to be some good times ahead.
I'm looking forward to getting back to work too, actually. Not too soon, though.
Not too soon. Let's enjoy the rest of the afternoon first.
But I do have to go see Claire.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah. Just that whole situation and incident in
I
the
think you just want to
lift.
smooth it all off. Right, yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's just been too much crap go on, and although I'm not really happy with some of the things she's done, we just have to move forward as a family, make things right, and I have to explain to her why she wasn't at the wedding.
Well, I think, you do. She's got a right to know, and like you said, it'd just be best to smooth everything over.
Yeah.
The family's going well at the moment. But too right, you must be excited about getting back into work as well.
Yeah, look, I am. Oh, and something else.
Oh, what's that?
That
You're
I
pregnant?
No. But I do want to see Mum's nurse. She's back in town, as Sebastian told me. And she spent so much time with Mum at the end there. I just feel it's a way of connecting with Mum. And if we can find out a bit more how she was in those final weeks and days. So, so that's something else I really need to face.
Yeah.
Minute's rest. Chris will be fine. I saw the collection. I think it would work well in the shop.
Your shop?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Do you want to display them in your shop? Or would you like to buy them off me?
I would like to have a representation of them.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I think in a showcase they would look really, really good.
I think so too. That'd be good.
Now that I'm carrying this baby, I think that it would be good for the child to have a grandfather.
Oh, congratulations! You didn't tell me this. How long is this?
Thank you.
How far are you?
It's still too early to talk, to let it out.
Yeah.
To let everybody know about it.
All right, that's fine. When I was talking about your father, I think Hank is more a father to you. He made a better father to you than David himself.
Yes, that's true. Hank and yourself did come on the scene a lot later in my life, and it was complicated, and it was only till when I was older, after my grandfather Tony was able to tell me the truth.
Well, Tina, I just wanted to let you know I don't want to complicate my life with Hank again, because we're back together and this time is for good. And I just don't want to complicate that by having David back in my, well, you can have him in your life but not ours. Just tidying this up, it's a bit cluttered, so starting to look okay now.
Yeah, there's a lot of sheets in there, aren't there?
Yes, who do they belong to?
Well, my dear, they're ours, but I suppose if you looked hard enough, you might find a few from my great-great-grandmother.
Oh my God.
She bought good quality sheets, that woman.
Is that
No
those
cheap synthetic rubbish in this house.
Oh my God, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Well, they don't make those good quality today.
No, I tell you what, don't you find it odd? I'm just thinking about these apples. Don't you find it odd that Sam Grundy was told, gave half the opals to Penelope Kelly?
Oh yes, after all she did sacked him or retrench him, yeah.
That's right, despite the retrenchment, she still gave it. I wonder what was going on. Do you reckon he was in her pants? He was probably giving it to her. Bucking her.
If that was if that was the case, why would she sack him? Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, Hank, but this is my life now. I want to talk about me, no more past. I want to talk about the future. I have a great business, my online business, plus Tina has asked me to put
Keep earning those bucks, darling.
Yes.
Keep earning those bucks. Good for me.
And Tina is putting them in her shop as well. She wants me to come over and help her with the her models.
You won't have any time for me anymore, dear, the way you're going.
Oh, absolutely not. But then you'll be too busy with the university, you know, with your lectures. So it will work out really well. What do you think?
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Move forward.
Yeah, so anyway, the models will be wearing my jewelry on the catwalk.
Really?
Yes, and they will be displayed in Tina's showroom as well.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and I got an offer as well from your brother David for free advertising.
What's he want?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind too. He wants to advertise my jewelry for free.
That cunt doesn't give you anything for free, dear.
Exactly.
That cunt.
That's what I had in mind. He has a motive for doing this.
I would agree. There's always no ulterior
Don't
motive
worry,
with him. He's a bad piece of news.
Yeah,
Nothing free. You'd be paying for it on your back.
I just can't understand. I just don't understand you. And I can't give you the benefit of the doubt for everything you've done.
Well, I'm back to try to reconcile things. I mean, you know, I've made amends with Nick, and I just feel that I can sort of come back into your life again.
So what do you mean you made amends with me?
Well, everything seems to be fine because I wanted to get through Nick in regards to making it up with you, with the child and being a grandfather.
Well, thank you, Dad, but I guess we need more time. Mum, I wish you could be here. After visiting Michael, so many unanswered questions about your death.
Oh man, what are you up to? Thought I got rid of you.
Not a lot, I just thought I'd pay you a very nice little visit.
Oh, what for?
Oh, well, you may be able to help me out in future times, so I want to keep the connection.
Oh my God, I thought I got rid of you last time.
Well, I believe you've been doing a lot of work for Hank as well.
I do work with whoever pays me.
Well, that's right. I'm sure that if I had the right bundle of notes that you'd come and work for me again.
They'd have to be all $100 bills, let me tell you.
Probably.
Not probably, they would be. You want me to work for you?
I recognise you well, just like your brother. He was greedy guts too.
Hey, my brother's dead, so you leave him out of it.
I know he's dead.
Exactly.
But he still liked the money like you do.
Is that right?
And he would do anything for it.
I don't know, I haven't got to the bottom of it yet, but let me tell you, I'll find out who murdered him.
There are unanswered questions about your death. I've been seeing a counsellor and he said that you were murdered. Is this true?
That's true.
Is it true?
Yes, it's true. Did Michael tell you this?
He did.
I was doing all the work from
You
up
were
there.
suffocated?
Yes, I was suffocated by Stephen.
By who?
By
Stephen.
Stephen. Yeah, but he was paid by someone else.
Who paid him to do this dirty work?
Olivia Hartfeld.
I'm coming. It's no longer there.
So if you see Jeff, I've been looking everywhere for Jeff. I can't find him anywhere.
No, I don't know for the moment where he is, you know. What is it about?
Well, I cannot accept the fact that Elvira died in the way that she did. I want to get the body exhumed and I want an autopsy performed.
What? Is it because you were not there at that moment when she
died
passed
in
away?
her sleep, people tell me, so I don't know. I can't believe it. Something's happened and I need to find that out. It's troubling me and I won't rest until I do, but I don't know. Do you know the procedure, how it needs to be done?
No, I don't think it's that simple. They cannot authorize it. You didn't have any more connection with her. You guys divorced, so I don't know. It can only be a family member, I guess, who can. Or if we think she died of suspicious reason, you will have to prove it.
You probably need a court order, I would think.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I'm sure it's not going to be easy.
We better talk to my dad then to see what's the implication. I don't know. But
so if you find Jeff, let me know where he is.
Yeah.
It's just when I want him, he's gone missing. Why is this?
Well, he's going through the difficult moments.
I'm a man obsessed.
Yeah, but I don't know, Hank. Why would you think she died of suspicious reason? She's just...
Well, I can't accept the fact that she just died like that. There was nothing wrong with her. She was in the prime of her life. Healthy as healthy.
But, you know, Jeff doesn't like scandals. So he liked to close chapters very quickly. So, yeah, she was buried very quickly when we find the body. I don't know, we'll have to discuss then with
I think we need to do something.
Stephen, did you want some milk in that? Sorry, no.
Yes, nice tea bag. But more class.
Hey, you know what I've decided to do? Give me that for a sec. I've now decided I'm going to help David against his brother in exchange for full control of Parkinson House.
I'd like to see that.
It's going to happen. Actually looking forward to it. Stephen, I'm sorry.
Fine, thank you.
You know, I've been blaming you all along, and I'm sorry. I know it was your brother's fault, and that's where I should have laid the blame. You need to forgive me, but you need to understand that I lost my brother.
How can I forgive you after the way you've treated me?
I'm sorry, but all I know is it's not your fault, and I should have been blaming your brother.
Well,
And I need you to help me and forgive me, please.
I don't know if I can. I will try and forgive you. It's going to be hard
Yeah.
after the way you treated me.
I'm sorry,
I'll
Stephen.
try. We'll see how we go.
What are we going to do now?
Well, I'm a little bit puzzled because I've asked Michael the sheriff to get his backside in order and give me the CTT coverage of the corridor.
Well, Hank,
And he can't do it.
I'm going to be busy for the next couple
Busy
of
with
weeks.
what?
I've got a lot to do. Regards her unit, her actual apartment, it's sealed. It's sealed by the police.
Why?
There's investigations going on.
What investigations?
It's preserved for prints.
What investigations?
There's an investigation going on. It has to be
About
done.
her?
I've got a problem with that, and
You have a problem with what?
my situation.
Well, yes, you would have a problem with your situation. So what is your situation?
Well, I've been accused of money laundering, and I'm under investigation.
Oh,
So I'm going to be very busy.
well, you will be.
All my property at the moment is under lock and key. All my assets are frozen. That's why I'm staying here.
Well, they do have you by the short and curlies, don't
At the
they?
moment, that's the situation. I don't have any access to the CCTV records at all. None of the footage I've had presented to me.
Convenient for you, isn't it?
Look, as soon as I can, I promise you, what we'll do is get access to that CCTV footage, and I'll make sure that you're able to view it, because it could be suspicious.
Could be. It could be, and I think you're probably well aware of it.
I wouldn't say that. However, I do think it could be suspicious.
I smell a dead rat here. That's stinky.
So how are you going running Angie's store? Well, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I think I'm getting there. You know, it just gives me another interest from my psychiatry, you know, and, you know, I just want to keep her legacy going.
Oh, Oh, that's so
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah. It's something different, and I think I'm going to enjoy it actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you will too. She was just such a wonderful lady, cared about the family and her friends, and you know, she'd be pleased to think that we're honouring that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a beautiful funeral.
I know. It was lovely. So how's Sean going? I mean, you see him every day.
Look, he's going well. I mean, it was a bit of a shock at first when he found out you were his mother, but I think it's been so worth it. I've seen the change in him. You know, he always held the image of his mother sort of on a pedestal, but he didn't know anything about it. It was just an image. But he's now met his mother. It's something tangible, and he's going to want to build on that. And I think it's so positive for you guys, for both of you. And I've noticed he's been looking at a few photos from when he was little.
Oh, right.
That he got from his dad. And yeah, I think it's just made him really reassess himself, his life, and it's positive. Nina, it is such a positive, wonderful thing, and I think it's great that you two have finally found each other and made your way back to each other.
Having to see Sean, you know, as he was growing up, and seeing him at the olive grove, you know, day in, day out, not for him to know that I was his mum, it was very hard for me. I mean, you know, I didn't know whether I should say something or, you know, it was so hard. But now that it's out in the open, I'm just so relieved, and we've found our way back together, and he's with you now, and it's really wonderful. It's something that was missing out of my life, I think. And,
I think for both of you.
Yeah. So hopefully,
do have to spend more time together. I want you and Sean to spend more time together. So why don't we organise, I don't know, a barbecue or a picnic or something?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
So I'm glad you came back to us so quickly, because Hank and I, we were anxious about this investigation. So you had a chance to look at the CCTV?
Yes, and it's proved exactly what I thought. Someone was in that corridor, someone went into the room, and I'm sure they suffocated her.
Did you notice that?
I have noticed the CCTV show that somebody walked into the room at approximately 10 to 11. Who that person is, we don't know just yet.
And is there no chance of identifying her?
Well, we're working on it. I mean, there's a lot of people in that complex, so we're kind of eliminating certain people and we're focusing on a few only. However, to do that gonna require a lot of paperwork, and I need another approval from the court, basically, to approach those people, because as you know, we can't go and just point the finger at people and grab them to a room and investigate everybody. We need to be specific, we need to be smart about this.
And also Purple Grove is under investigation, so I guess you cannot really access all the files.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by a court order. You need to go back on every single step and get a court order from the judge.
A bit bloody slow for my liking.
That's a law. It's gonna be a bit slow, but that's the way it is.
I guess since your promotion as a sheriff, you've got more, you can open more doors.
I can. I gotta be careful with that though. You don't wanna show yourself that you're doing things above the law.
It's probably hard to believe that the patient would wander around in an aged care facility at 11 o'clock. So it cannot be a patient, would you say?
It's a possibility. I mean, majority of the patients checked in. We have investigated the presence of all the patients in their own room, and even in the common area, all counted for. However, still a possibility. The report showed that the murder happened between 11 and 12. So that's a focus from our point of view. And
so you believe now it's a murder, definitely?
Well, all activities kind of lead to that, to be believed it's a murder. But we're still going to investigate further to see the shape of the person, a female or a male. It was a bit dark and blurry, so still under investigation. We need to be sure 100% before we...
Could you identify, I couldn't personally identify the person when I saw the video or the footage, but could you recognize anyone by any chance?
No. Do you suspect anybody?
Are you suspecting anyone?
I mean, if somebody in your head and got a particular motive, that could help the investigation.
Nobody really.
And
somebody's done it. I want to know, but
obviously it's been done, but we're trying to piece the puzzle now.
But you said you saw her a couple of days before her passing, and I mean, I don't recall when the last time I saw her, a few days ago, but she was talking a lot about the jewel business and all that.
Did she say anything? Did she mention something unusual?
Well, she was very keen on this jewel business. She was happy with the boutique.
Yeah.
She wanted to, put a rocket up the arse of the jewel business, make it prosper. And she mentioned actually something may well be worth looking at. There's this guy called J.J. Bradshaw.
J.J. Bradshaw?
That's the one. She talked a lot about him. He was a partner of her in the past. Apparently he was making a big effort and a big push to become a partner again. She was a bit sort of...
J.J. Bradshaw.
She wasn't, we didn't really get into it, but she wasn't that... So there were a few gaps there, I would think.
Anything coming up on your files or too early?
Nothing on J.J. Bradshaw.
Okay, well let's investigate that because
I will look at
since Hank has been doubting.
See, that tells me that there was nothing suspicious in her life because she was looking forward to another adventure.
Exactly.
That tells me that she has no clue whatsoever what's going to happen to her.
So let's get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
I'm glad that you and Deb had a great honeymoon.
Yeah, we had a great time. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. Really
Yeah.
good to get away. Feel really refreshed and really looking forward to getting back into work. And so I just feel there's some good times ahead.
Yes.
And now that, we're back in each other's lives,
Yes, that's
really
right.
positive, that's good. But I've got some questions to ask.
Go ahead.
Just obviously because we weren't in each other's lives for so long, so I just really want to, work out what happened, I suppose. Because you haven't been there for my life, and I was basically, my father brought me up, and I had some really good times with my father and stuff like that, and so I just really want to, I suppose, get to know you better, and maybe I want to ask, well, what happened back then? Why did you, I won't say abandon us, but why weren't you there?
I was only 16 when I had you, and I was so naive back then. I mean, I didn't even know anything, Not like today. Everybody knows, the younger kids know things, so it was very hard. It was very hard, and I just had to, I couldn't be there because I was only a child myself.
Right.
So, yeah.
I assume it was different times back then, isn't it? I could imagine it was.
It was.
It would have been difficult.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I didn't really know anything.
Yeah.
It just happened, and it was an accident. And but look, I'm glad that I had you because I don't know what I'd do without you now. You come back into my life, and it's great.
It was great. It was great that you could be at the wedding too, and see, and we get married together now. And that was really special.
It's not easy for me because I've never been a mother, even though I gave birth to you, I was just so young and naive. So, it was a bit hard for me, so I was trying to be there as much as I could by giving money to your father and helping you along and just watching how you were growing and how you become into a very lovely man, I'm really proud of you, really proud. Yeah.
Well, that's nice to hear that. And, maybe in some sense I've always felt that maybe you might be watching over me. My dad, he brought me up really well. We got on so great together. He used to take me out in his boat and go sailing and teach me the ropes and all that sort of thing. So, I felt safe with Dad. But now he's gone. That's unfortunate. But isn't that strange how things work out? Dad's gone, and now you're back in my life. So, I suppose life's funny, but you got to make the most of it.
Okay, so what do you think of the place? It was your grandfather's environment.
No, it's great to see it.
Beautiful, really, isn't it? It's so close to everything. Look at those trees, they're amazing.
They are.
So how was the wedding?
Yeah, look, the wedding was great and had a fabulous honeymoon in Bali. But look, you're probably wondering why you weren't invited to the wedding.
Well, yeah, I was.
Okay, well, it was just a very difficult situation considering everything that's happened. You know, I lost my baby because of you. You tried to blackmail Nina, and the altercation in the lift.
No,
was
well,
quite serious.
These things, they're in the past, and there's change in the air.
Well, you've got to understand, Claire, that Nina is Sean's mother. She is my mother-in-law. So to show respect to Sean and his mother, I had to make that choice, unfortunately. I hope you can really understand why I had to do that. And it's just, how can I put it?
Look, my credibility is at a low pitch.
Yes.
So we'll work on that.
Yes.
And I'll do the best I can.
You do. You've got some work to do, Claire.
I do, I know that. But as I said, there is a wind of change, and I have been making a big effort with other people, and you may or may not have heard, like with Janet and various other people.
Well, I know you were very good to Alvira in helping her when she was leaving Purple Grove. And now Janet's here.
Yes, well, she's happy now, she's settled. And it's all looking pretty good.
Jeff, what are you doing here?
Don't worry, I'm not going to make a scene.
You can't be here, mate.
I won't make a scene to try and get back into my own house.
You can't be here, mate. I told you the story. There's a court order. You can't be in this area. You can't touch the fence. You can't do anything.
I don't know how you could do this to me.
It's not about me. It's about you and what you've done in the past. You know that. It's your past come back to haunt you, Joe. I'm just doing my job here. Look, I didn't want to be assigned, like I said to your nephew, he was here today. I don't want to be assigned to this mission. Just my knowledge of the family, they insisted to be part of it. My advice to you, if you have any information, come forward. You want to clear your name, and you're sure that there's nothing wrong with that, just come forward with the information.
But I really don't know how you could do this to me after all we've been through.
Whoa. Nothing personal here, Jeff. The past is the past. I moved on. And I told you I'm acting on my business. I'm representing the local government, and that's what I'm doing. You know my position now. I'm the sheriff, and I'm doing just my job. Nothing personal here.
You wouldn't have done this to me in the past.
Well, you've done a lot of things in the past, Jeff. You should have done. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you can't be here now. So I suggest you go away, and if you have anything, you call my office, and I'll do the bit. Okay?
I'll be back. Purple Grove is mine. No one will take it away.
Yeah, look, I'm at the new site with Claire. What's up, Dad? What? They made you leave your home? No. We need to talk to a lawyer. Yeah, look, Lawrence's son Joey is here, and from what I've heard, he's a brilliant lawyer. I think maybe we should talk to him. He can hopefully help Dad. No, this is ridiculous. We need to keep the unity in the family. I can't believe David and Michael did that. No, I'm going to talk to Joey. We're going to sort this out, Dad. Don't worry.
So, what's the story?
Heading off. Just had enough, really.
So you're running away?
Not running away, just going to Melbourne.
And what are you going to do there?
Just going to live my life. Away from the family. Just fed up. I'm leaving it all behind me. You know, I have my mum's spirit around me and I really don't need anything else.
Thanks, Nina.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
So what are you doing here?
Oh.
You and Nina best friends now?
Well, I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on improving the relationship and trying to make, you know, our lives smoother. Have to do it sometime.
Yep, well, you know, I hope that's the case.
Well, it's a big effort on my part, considering she tried to kill me.
Okay, we don't need to keep bringing that up. We need to just not be undermining the family unit and spreading poison. So I think you just need to drop that.
You're right. I mean, I'm still hurt about it, but you're right, I will. I'll get better.
Because right now, more than ever, Claire, we need harmony in the family. You know, Jeff's in trouble.
Oh, what's happening?
Look, it's a long story, it goes back a long way, but there's been charges brought against him for fraud and money laundering.
No.
With the funds to build up Purple Grove. So potentially the family can lose everything and I can lose my father, and that's not going to happen. I will do everything I can to save him. So I wanted to ask, I know your grandson's a lawyer. Would he be able to help us and prepare Dad's defence?
I'll make sure he does. Let's organise a catch-up.
Yeah.
And okay, we'll look at a few dates, and you see Jeff and see if we can get together on those dates. And we'll need to allow a fair bit of time.
Yeah.
And I'll need to know exactly what are the allegations. I can't believe it.
I know. And you know what? This could bring everything undone. It's not just Dad that could go to jail.
Well, this smacks of money laundering allegations. Is that what they're coming up with?
Yeah.
That's incredible. We need to work hard on this. You say that we could lose everything, but we could also win everything. We could keep the family together.